In the headlines for this hour on VTV News, function and tasks of 13 party and mass organizations announced. And addressing challenges in sustainable agriculture export. Later on in the world news, South Korea declares 7-day mourning over plane crash.
Broadcasting from Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam. VTV News starts right now.
Hello, it's 3 p.m. local time in Hanoi. You're watching VTV News. On Monday, a conference was held at the party's Central Committee headquarters to announce the Politburo decision regarding the function, tasks, powers, organizational structure, and working relationship of 13 party committees, party units, the Central Committee of the Vietnam for the Land Front, and socio-political organizational at the central level. Party General Secretary Tô Lâm presented these decisions to the leaders of 13 agencies: the Central Organization Committee, Central Inspection Committee, Central Internal Affairs Committee, Ho Chi Minh National Academies of Politics, People Newspaper, Communist Review, Truth National Political Publishing House, Central Office of the Vietnam for the Land Front, Vietnam General Confederation of Labor, Central Office of the Ho Chi Minh Communist Youth Union, Central Office of Vietnam Women Union, Central Office of Vietnam Farmers Union, and the Central Office of Vietnam Veterans Association. General Secretary Tô Lâm called on these 13 agencies to demonstrate determination, urgencies, and responsibility in reorganizing the agencies of the government, the National Assembly, and locality. On Monday morning, during a meeting with 200 outstanding intellectuals and scientists, Party General Secretary Tô Lâm praised their achievement throughout the revolutionary period. He emphasized that as the country moves into a new era, the party, state, and people hold great trust and expectations for these scholars. The General Secretary stated that the party and state must enhance their approach to training, selecting, and promoting intellectuals and scientists. The national strategies for intellectual development during the period of accelerating industrialization and modernization will undergo review and evaluation in the first half of 2025. New regulations for honoring intellectuals will be implemented soon with recognition based on achievement and outputs that demonstrate the commitment to serving the people. Foreign suppliers in Vietnam have paid nearly $341 million in taxes, representing a 26% increase compared to the same period last year and exceeding estimate by more than 70%, according to the General Department of Taxation. The tax authority plans to continue analyzing foreign suppliers' tax declarations through the electronic information portal. Additionally, they will develop plans to inspect Vietnamese organizations responsible for tax deductions on behalf of foreign suppliers. This year, the agricultural sector continues to be a bright spot in the economy. Agriculture, forestry, and fishery export are estimated to reach a record high of $62.5 billion. Vietnamese agriculture's products are present in nearly 200 countries and territories. This year in particular, many Vietnamese agricultural products have been approved for official export. The United States is Vietnam's largest export market with a share of nearly 22% of the market. To date, 9 types of fresh fruit from Vietnam have been exported to this market. China is the second largest market with an export turnover of about $13.5 billion. The recent signing of protocol between Vietnam and China has paved the way for the official export of 17 products to this more than a billion-person market. This year, Vietnam's agricultural sector has successfully increased its value while promoting green development. The country's agricultural export shows strong growth potential for 2025. However, to achieve sustainable agricultural export, the sector must address various challenges and market uncertainties.
Looking ahead to 2025, agricultural exports will face external challenges like wars and transportation disruptions. While these challenges pose risks, they also create opportunities for processed and long-lasting agricultural products. However, the sector's processing capabilities remain underdeveloped, with over 80% of exports still in raw form.
We need to invest in the deep processing of agricultural products. This will not only ensure sustainable consumption and increase export value, but also stabilize the agricultural sector.
To ensure sustainability, product quality must be maintained at a high standard. Vietnam received over 1,000 notifications about changes in the frequency of food safety inspections from importing countries in 2023, the highest number ever recorded.
Alongside setting export targets, we need to also focus on reducing the number of food safety violations. As export goals rise, violations must decrease for long-term sustainability in exports.
With global demand for food and agricultural products remaining high, agricultural exports are expected to grow strongly in the first quarter of next year. Vietnam's agricultural sector must capitalize on immediate opportunities while addressing internal challenges to expand in global markets.
Vietnam's pursuit of global production rankings combined with resource overexploitation and water waste threatens its agricultural export sustainability. To maintain international competitiveness, farmers and businesses need to adopt more responsible and sustainable practices.
As tuna fishing season begins in central Vietnam's coastal provinces, new regulations have taken effect. Under Decree 37, fishermen can only catch tuna measuring 50 centimeters or larger, and processing companies are now refusing to buy undersized fish. As a result, tuna prices have dropped sharply.
The price of tuna is very unstable. The price for large fish has now dropped by half.
If we don't take responsible management measures, there will be no fish left in 5 years. When 20 economically important species disappear from an ecosystem, the entire ecosystem in that area will collapse.
While Vietnam's seafood reserves total 3.9 million tons, the country currently harvests 3.6 million tons, much of it consisting of small, juvenile fish, leading to severe stock depletion. The introduction of size limits for 141 economically valuable species marks an important step towards sustainable reproduction.
We have 1 year to prepare for this, as the EU Deforestation Regulation, EUDR, takes effect on January 1st, 2026.
With consumer preferences shifting toward both product quality and environmental concerns, like greenhouse gas reduction, responsible agricultural production has become a central mission for Vietnam's agricultural sector.
Tons of gold worth millions of US dollars have been smuggled into Vietnam from Cambodia and China through border areas in Long An, An Giang, and Lao Cai provinces and distributed to various locations across the country. The Police Department for Corruption, Smuggling, and Economic Crimes has dismantled 3 major gold smuggling rings in the crackdown.
At the border regions of Long An and An Giang provinces, gold smugglers have been concealing their illegal cargo by hiding among routine shipments. In Lao Cai, smugglers have been using land routes, concealing gold in the soles of their shoes. Police investigations reveal that each trip transports 12 to 20 kilograms of gold, with multiple trips occurring daily.
We apply professional techniques to monitor and track these individuals.
The smuggling operations rely on a network that frequently changes its routes, transportation methods, and carriers across multiple stages. Law enforcement has confirmed these smugglers transported tons of gold into the country. The smuggled gold is then handed over to gold shops, where it is processed for legal sale.
There is collaboration between domestic and foreign criminals, including large gold shop owners in China and Cambodia. The smugglers must have prior agreements before buying and selling, and illegal money transfers are involved.
The Ministry of Public Security has launched 2 criminal cases and applied preventive measures against 19 suspects for smuggling. The investigation continues as authorities trace the destination of the smuggled gold and examine the accountability of border authorities.
And before moving on to some other news, let's take a look at foreign exchange rate for today, December 30th. Coming up next on VTV News, Red Sunday Blood Donation Festival opens in Hanoi. And digital transformation enhances preservation of Vietnam heritage sites. The Red Sunday Blood Donation Festival was held at Hanoi University of Science and Technology, drawing participation from armed forces and university students. Nearly 1,000 units of blood were collected today, helping prevent blood shortages during Tet holiday. Despite the cold winter weather, the Red Sunday Festival remained well attended. From early morning, about 1,000 students, volunteers, and armed forces gathered to participate, creating a warm atmosphere for this meaningful humanitarian activity. The participants faced long lines for registration, health screening, and blood donation. Both experienced donors and the first-timers share in the joy of making this small but significant contribution. The Dak Chung District Sport Complex project in Laos, invested in and built by a Vietnamese enterprise, was inaugurated and handed over to the locality last weekend. The project aims to improve the material and spiritual well-being of local residents. The complex features artificial turf football field, a gymnasium equipped for sport like hair tank, badminton, sepak takraw, and table tennis, along with office space and auxiliary facilities. In Điện Biên Province, efforts to eliminate temporarily and dilapidated housing for poor households have garnered support from both the political system and society at large. The province has secured nearly $2 million from sponsors to construct 1,000 new houses in its most disadvantaged villages and communes. And these sturdy new homes provide both a solid foundation and hope for residents to escape poverty and improve their lives.
For Nguyen Van Thanh, the new house represents more than shelter. It symbolizes hope and community support in creating a better life for a person living with a disability.
I'm grateful to the government for helping me build a house. Now everything is stable, and no rain or wind comes inside anymore.
Thanks to support from the Great Unity House program for poor households in Điện Biên Province, Lee Lin Ta's family has been able to build a sturdy new home. This precious gift brings warmth and happiness, providing a foundation for the family to overcome poverty in the coming year.
I feel that this year's Tet will be happier than previous years. This year, I'm able to build a new house, and my wife and children will be much happier.
The newly completed spacious houses have motivated poor households to improve their living conditions. In 2024, Điện Biên Province built over 5,300 new houses for poor households and plans to repair or build nearly 6,000 more in 2025.
The Fatherland Front committees at all levels have developed a plan to eliminate temporary and dilapidated housing in Điện Biên Province by 2025.
Thanks to collaboration between local authorities and strong community support, Dien Bien has made significant progress in eliminating temporary and dilapidated housing. More than 1,000 poor households have committed to moving out of poverty, while many ethnic minority villages have undergone transformation, supporting the goals of rural development and sustainable poverty reduction.
In Cao Bằng, following 100 days of urgent constructions in Nguyễn Bình district, the inauguration ceremony for the resettlement area of Lung Li and Lung Sung hamlets took place on Sunday morning. 13 houses have been completed and handed over to households for immediate use. Each house is a single-story structure with 3 rooms covering an area of nearly 70 square meters with an estimated value of 240 million Vietnam dong. The Provincial Fatherland Fund Committee, along with other units and donors, funded the construction. Currently, Cao Bằng is allocating funds from the Provincial Relief Fund to complete road infrastructure and auxiliary facilities. The province plans to continue building resettlement areas for households requiring emergency relocations, especially for families who lost both their homes and loved ones in the devastating storm. Digital preservation has emerged as a crucial method for storing, protecting, and promoting cultural heritage sites. Vietnam is home to more than 30 UNESCO-recognized heritage sites and thousands of cultures and intangible heritage locations. Digitizing these sites would enhance accessibility, strengthen conservation efforts, and enable sustainable promotions of their value. Many areas in the country, including Quảng Nam province, have already begun this digital transformation.
QR codes have been installed at various locations within the My Sơn Heritage Site. There are around 40 stories tied to the site's history, culture, art, and architecture, as well as multimedia images. Additionally, the site is equipped with a mapped system for navigation.
Now, with multiple language options available, it is much easier for visitors to navigate and explore My Sơn on their own.
We mainly cater to individual travelers, selling tickets through online channels or platforms like Klook.
Visitors to the My Sơn temples and towers can take advantage of several technologies, such as online ticket sales, QR code ticket validation, automatic guides, and information updates on Google Maps, fan pages, YouTube, and the official website.
With just one smartphone, visitors can learn about various tourist attractions in Quảng Nam, sparking their curiosity and interest to visit the province.
Through the VR360 virtual reality website, visitors can explore and interact with the heritage site from anywhere in the world. This technology brings new vitality to the site while making it more accessible and engaging.
Digital technology is gradually blending with traditional life in the villages of the Cơ Tu people in the Central Highlands. Through social media, locals are promoting their unique cultural heritage in video, showcasing everything from traditional dances and musical instruments to festival. Not only will this bring digital technology closer to rural communities, it will also open up new opportunities for the development of local culture.
Lang Thị Công, born in the mountains of Đông Giang, has decided to return from the city to her hometown and use social media to spread awareness of her village culture. Her YouTube channel, Công92, not only shares the beauty of traditional customs, but also promotes tourism and creates jobs for people in this remote rural area.
Many are hearing about the Cơ Tu people for the first time, and I'm very happy.
Through social media and digital platforms, traditional values are reaching audiences everywhere. Young people in these communities have taken on the important mission of sharing the mountain stories and local specialties on platforms like TikTok.
It's exciting when people enjoy our channel. Right now, we mostly talk about family life, and the current lives of our people. We want to showcase the beautiful scenery of our mountain homeland. We hope more people will visit Dongzang and other mountainous districts in Quảng Nam.
Social media has become a powerful tool for preserving and sharing Cơ Tu cultural values. As young members of this ethnic community embrace digital transformation and reach beyond their village boundaries, they develop broader perspectives while strengthening their commitment to preserving their heritage.
Coming up next in our World News, South Korea declares 7-day mourning over plane crash. And Christmas recycling miracle, Christmas trees donated to hungry goats. South Korea acting President Choi Sang-mok announced a 7-day national mourning period to honor the victim of the tragic Jeju airplane crash in South Jeolla province. The mourning period will last until the night of January 4th, 2025. The South Korean government committed to full transparency throughout the investigation process, ensuring that the families of the victims and the public will have access to information even before the final investigation results are released. So far, both black boxes of the crashed aircraft have been found. The cockpit voice recorder remains intact, but the flight data recorder was damaged upon being located. This could potentially delay the decoding process for at least 6 months. The Boeing 737-800 operated by the low-cost carrier Jeju Air was en route from Bangkok, Thailand to Muan, South Korea, when its crash landed on its belly, skated off the runway and collided with the fence before busting into flames. Of the 181 people on board, only 2 survived, while 179 others perished. In an ongoing investigation of another plane crash that occurred nearly half the world away, the black box of an Azerbaijan airplane plane that crashed in the Kazakhstan 5 days ago will be sent to Brazil for investigation. The Ministry of Transport of Kazakhstan confirmed that the country Accident Investigation Committee has decided to transfer the flight data recorder to Brazil Air Accident Investigations and Prevention Center, as the plane was an Embraer model manufactured in Brazil. The devastating crash claimed the life of 38 out of 67 people on board, including passengers and crew members. The International Air Transport Association IATA has called for a thorough, objective and transparent investigation into the incident. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un held a series of important meetings to establish policy goals for the upcoming year, according to state-run Korean Central Television KRT. On Sunday, during a year-end plenary sessions of the ruling Workers' Party, North Korea confirmed it would implement its toughest strategy against the United States to protect national security interests. Kim Jong-un called for modernizing military tactics while emphasizing the need to strengthen the country's military capability. In a government reshuffle, Park Tae-sung was appointed the new prime minister. Every holiday season, millions of families face the same predicament: what to do with their Christmas tree once the festival ends. A Midwest-based nonprofit has come up with a unique and eco-friendly solution: donated to hungry goats. Let's take a look at this approach to get a glimpse of what could possibly become a closed-loop recycling system for Christmas trees.
We have 9 Nigerian pygmy goats. They're all female. The pine needles are healthy for them. The vitamins in them will help them. Right now, their winter coats are coming in, so their hair will be healthier, their skin will be healthier from the harsh cold. It even freshens their breath so it doesn't smell so much back here.
Urban Growers Collective is accepting any decoration-free pine Christmas trees at its farm in Chicago, Illinois after Christmas is over. Pine Christmas trees are nutritious snacks for goats, packed with vitamin A and C. It's also a solution to help post-Christmas waste.
You know, you have a natural composter right here. It helps their digestive tract. It helps them to avoid parasites. And it's a way of getting rid of your Christmas tree and keeping your conscience clean, so you're not like littering or throwing it away.
Nothing goes to waste here. So we would like to spread that out to people who have their Christmas trees. The goats will gladly eat them. Right now we're feeding them hay, and the hay could get boring around this time of year. So definitely the pine trees are going to be a nice treat for them.
According to nonprofit Seaside Sustainability, Americans dump nearly 15 million Christmas trees in landfills every year after the holidays. What you are looking at here might be a solution to sustainably deal with parts of the Christmas waste crisis.
And now, as usual, let's continue with the weather forecast. And that's all the news for today. To rewatch our program, you can log on to VTVgo.vn or download our mobile application VTVgo. Thanks for watching and goodbye for now.